Hello everyone, my name is Professor Anil Sharma and I welcome you to this lecture wherein I am talking about solving transportation problems. Transportation problems are our day-to-day life problems where a company manufactures something at X place and transport the products to some Y place, and that company need to identify which is the minimum transportation cost to save the losses. So now what is given: demand, supply and cost. Initial feasible solution we need to find out. In my last lectures we talked about northwest corner method and least cost method to find the initial feasible solution. Here we are going to talk about the Vogels approximation method, that is generally called as VAM, not the vampire, it is just VAM. So in this method, to solve problem with this method, I have taken again the same problem for which I have used for the remaining two methods. So here I'll read out the problem once again for you. A company has three production facilities, S1, S2 and S3, with the production capacity as 250, 300 and 400 respectively. This is production capacity. Supply capacity is written here. And then D1, D2, D3, D4 are nothing but the requirements as 200, 225, 275 and 250 respectively, and identify the minimum transportation cost which is given in this matrices. Again, to solve this problem, what we have done in previous problems, we will draw the same thing. We will going to redraw this particular matrices with a bigger size because we need to assign values to the particular cell. This is called initial feasible solution with the help of Vogel's approximation method. So you might be wondering what is this. So what I have to do, I have to draw these pipes. If you can see, the pipes is connecting to row and column. So there are for a time being I have drawn 5 such pipes, and you have to draw depending on the size of the matrices given. So I have rewritten that particular matrices. Supply, demand is given same. So now what I have to do, I have to solve this particular problem with Vogel's approximation. The very first step is that we have to do row reduction, or we can sometimes call as row differences. So this is my row difference and this is my column difference. So in row difference, what I am going to do, I have to identify the smallest value, that is 11, and which is the next smallest value is 13. So the smallest value and the next smallest value. So there could be values, 5 values, 4 values in that particular matrices. So what I'll do, I'm going to select this last two values. Here it is 11 and 13. So smallest is 11 and the next smallest is 13. So difference is nothing but 2. This is column wise. I'll again here in row 2 I'll come. The smallest value is 10 and the next smallest value is 14. So the difference is 4. Here the smallest value is 10, the next smallest value is 13, so difference is 3. So this is called row differences. I'll continue with the same pipe and I'll come to the column differences. So here the smallest value is 11 and the next smallest value is 16, so the difference is 5. Again smallest value is 13, next smallest value is 18, so again it is 5. 13, 14, 1, 10 and 14, 4. Now there are two tens, so I'm not going to take two tens and I'm going to write down 0. No, smallest value and the next smallest value. Okay, so now see pipe 1, this particular pipe. Here you can see there are values like 2, 4, 3, 5, 5 and 1 and 4. So what you have to do in the next step, you have to identify the highest value in this particular column. So it is nothing but 5. Again there are 2 5s, so you might ask that which 5 I need to select. You can choose any of the 5. Trust me, no difference will be there. So this is first come first, so I'll choose this 5. What does it mean? That I am going to assign values in this particular 5 related column. So this is particular, this 5 values related with this column. So this I am going to assign a value to this particular column. While assigning the value, what I am going to do, I am just writing here. First I have to find out the row or column differences. I have to identify row or column differences. I have to choose the highest number. Here, whatever the highest number that I need to choose, and then I have to assign smallest value to the respective row or column. Okay, so I have to assign the smallest. Now in this particular column the smallest is 11, so I am going to assign 11. So this 11 can be assigned like this. Again here is 250, 200, smaller is 200, so I am going to assign 200 here. 200 becomes 0 here, outstanding is 50, and the remaining operations are same what we have done in the previous problems. This particular column is not going to participate further, hence I am going to eliminate it from here also. See, it is always better to use multicolor pen or pencils in your problems, because we need to do a lot of operation on the same page. So for your understanding and to avoid confusion, it is always better to use such kind of things like there could be, if not highlighter, you can use different color paints like black, there could be red, there could be blue, that is been allowed. It depends on the university that is you are in. So now again I'll perform the row operations. Now I go for the pipe 2. In pipe 2 again, since this is not participating the row difference, I am going to identify between 13 and 14, that is nothing but 1. Here it is 10 and 14, it is 4. Again here 10 and 13, the answer is 13. Here it will be same because it is not been changed. Here 13, 18, 1 and 10, 14. So again in pipe 2 I need to check which is the highest value. Here it is the highest value, so I am going to assign this column, and the minimum in this column is nothing but 13, so I am going to assign 30, and 15 and 25, so I am going to assign 50. This becomes 0, the remaining is 175. Since this becomes 0, this is not going to participate further. I'll eliminate this. This is not going to participate further. See, I cut it this. Now next, again I have to find the row differences. Here 18, 14 and 10. So what I'll do, I'll identify the differences. It is 10 and 14, so it is 4. 10 and 13, so it is 3. And then here again it will be 18 and 25, so it is 6. 14 and 30, this is 1, and 10 and 10 is 0. So which is the highest in this particular pipe 3? Pipe 3 highest is 6, so I am going to again assign value in this particular column. The smallest in this particular column is 18, so I am going to assign again 175 and 300, so I am going to assign 175. This becomes 0. The remaining here is 125. Since this becomes 0, this is not going to participate further, that means there will be no values here. Again for this particular thing I am going to perform the row differences. 10, 14, the difference is 4, 13 is 3, 14, 11 is 1, 10 is 0, highest value is 4. In this I am talking about pipe number 4, so highest value is 4. Here the smallest value is 10, so I am going to assign 10. Again supply is 125, demand is 250, so I am going to assign 125. This becomes 0, remaining is 125. Since this is 0, this is not going to participate. Now I only left with these 2 rows and no columns, so I'll only directly choose the smallest between the two. This is nothing but 10, so I'm going to assign 10. supply is 400, demand is 125, so I am going to assign the smaller one, that is 125, remaining is 275. Only one cell is remained, so I am going to assign that with the 275 value, that is similar to supply and demand. That means I have done a good job and it is assigned. So now in order to find out the solution, it's very simple. What I'll do, I'll check the assigned values. The first assigned value is 200 into 11 plus 50 into 13 plus 175 into 18 plus 275 into 13 plus 125 into 10 plus 125 into 10. So if I'm going to calculate this, the answer will be 12075 rupees. So this is how we use Vogel's approximation method to find the initial feasible solution for the given transportation problem. I'll repeat what I've done. Rewrite the problem as it is given. Try to draw these pipes. You can do this without pipes also, but in order to avoid the confusion, you can draw this with your scales, and anyways you're going to use the pen and pencils in for your answers. So it is always better to present the problem in a better way so that examiner will be happy and give you good marks. So first step is to find out the row differences in the column. In the row, what you have to do, you have to identify the smallest element and the next smallest element. Find the difference, write down here, do this operation for the next rows and do this for the next columns. And in this pipe, identify the highest value. If there are highest value in row side also and column side also, trust me, you can take any of the values, no differences in the answers. So I have choose this, and I have assigned the smallest in this particular column, that was 11. So I have assigned 11 with minimum supply demand value, that was 200. And again same operations are carried out the remaining rows and columns, row differences and column difference. Once you assign everything, you got number of assigned values as 1 2 3 4 5 6, which is nothing but condition of optimality m plus n minus 1. So if you check, the differences is 12.075. Now for your reference, I have calculated the same. I have solved the method with, I have solved the same problem with different method. One was least cost method and one was northwest corner method, and the answers were similar. This was my least cost method, the answer was 12,200, and this was my northwest corner and the answer is 12,200. But when I solved the same problem with VAMS, that is Vogel's approximation, the cost is 12,075. That means my initial feasible solution is improved as compared to the previous two methods. Friends, this is not a suggestion, but generally if you solve and try to find out the initial feasible solution with VAMS method, further calculations like optimal solutions with Modi method and stepping stone method becomes easier. This is just a suggestion, not compulsion. You can choose any of the methods that you are comfortable with. So do check out my next videos wherein I am going to talk about Modi method or stepping stone methods to find out the final solution, which is for that given transportation problem. For now, this is Professor Anil Sharma signing off. Please like, share and comment on my videos. Thank you so much. Have a great day.